Alrighty, this is Toy Soldiers Action of History, and today I'm going to show a very rapid-fire, quick demo of how this game works and how the gameplay functions. There's going to be multiple different eras that you can play in, from the Civil War all the way up to Vietnam, and today we're going to be demonstrating World War II, 1944, the battles for Europe, and it's going to be the Americans versus the Germans. This is the German deployment. They just have to start within 12 inches of the edge and on the opposite side of the Americans, which have deployed over here and are ready to begin. Every game of Toy Soldiers Action of History begins with a roll-off. If they both get the same number, which they did this time, you roll again until somebody gets a higher number. The blue dice represents the Germans, so the Germans are going to go first. They have this 5-man team, and they are going to move the team, then fire their weapons. In this game, infantry can move 12 inches and still fire weapons, or 24 inches and not fire at all. And you can move anything in between that, but those are the maxes. So this team is going to move 12 inches over here, and then they're going to try to engage the American troops over here in combat. Let's see how that looks. As you can see, this is where the squad was initially, where this guy is, and now they have moved down to here. So now I'm going to have this guy move, and they're all in cohesion, they're all together, and they're going to attack this infantry unit that we can see right there. First, we'll fire the squad's MG-42 machine gun. It hits on 6s, and my goodness, did it get some hits this time. This weapon can be re-rolled, so they actually can fire these again, creating that effect of a truly devastating machine gun, pouring 1,200 rounds per minute on a squad of USGIs. So we've got 5 hits. These are -1. They need 6s to survive. They got 2. They can re-roll that because they have a sergeant with them. They didn't get it. They didn't get those 3. So over here, 3 soldiers will be taken out. So we go 1, 2, and 3. And you just leave them there, and it does start to create the effect that casualties are happening, and you can even have a medic help them back up in certain modes. Continuing with the German firing, they have 4 men with rifles and grenades. They decide to use just the rifles, and so they fire 4 shots for those rifles. They're going to hit on 5s. They miss on all of them. They're going to try again. They can re-roll it. And they missed on all of them, so we are moving to the Americans. The Americans have a 4-man mortar team, and they're going to attempt to blow up that same German team that just attacked. Alrighty, they roll 4 dice, 2 for each mortar, and it hits on a 4. So they hit all, and this one can be re-rolled, and it misses. So 3 hit. These are -1. They need a 6 to survive. They can re-roll that. They get 1 6, and 2 soldiers are instantly killed. So now that is casualties. Finally, I want to show what an officer is capable of. You simply pick the coolest looking toy soldier from the group and decide he will be the sarge or the officer, and you can decide this with the other player, and you let them know which one is your officer. So he can not only give orders to his men, but he can also call in devastating airstrikes that we don't have toys that represent, but we use our imagination that he's calling in some kind of airstrike. So let's see what happens when he calls in the Luftwaffe and calls in a strafing run of airplanes and machine guns. Alright, the German officer is calling an airstrike right on these 4 men. Let's see what happens. First, the German officer rolls for the amount of hits. He gets 6 hits. There's 4 on that dice and 2 on this, to a total of 6 hits. I said that incorrectly. It's a total of 6 shots. You then roll the 6 shots, and on a 4+, he's going to hit. So he hit 3 times, and it's -1. If they get a 6, they're okay. They didn't get it. Now, the mortar team that seemed so safe back here has just been taken out with an airstrike and has suffered 3 casualties and can barely even operate the weapons it has now. Will the Americans activate a rifleman unit to go after the Germans after what they've just done to their mortar teams? Or maybe a single shell from this bazooka can change the entire tempo of the battle. In Toy Soldiers Action of History, it's up to you to decide how the action plays out and how history is determined. Hello, I hope you guys enjoyed a quick demo of how the game plays. It has a lot more to it, but I thought it'd be a quick way to show what the World War II game looks like. I also have the Civil War, Vietnam, and stuff all done, but I thought it'd be great just to show what a simple round of the game looks like. The back and forth, the I got you, no, I'm shooting at you, calling artillery. It has a lot of fun to it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know if you want to continue working together to create a good game for everybody to enjoy.